In this episode of Homestead How, we build an ice skating rink in our backyard. So in our backyard of our homestead, we have this big sandy area. Almost looks like a desert in the middle of Wisconsin. But we make the best of it. In the summertime, we put up a volleyball court, and now we're going to use it to try to build an ice skating rink on. Initially, I was going to cut down several trees, like the one you see here in the middle of the screen, and use those as a perimeter, and then put a tarp down. But seeing that we have so much sand, and I have this ugly barnacle snowplow, I decided to try to plow my way through. This actually worked surprisingly well. I thought for sure I was going to get stuck in the sand, as we've gotten vehicles stuck in the sand many times over the years, but the ugly barnacle's getting her done. So here I'm running a line across. I'm going to put a little level on the line just to see and make sure we're as level as we can be. Obviously water will level itself out, but I don't want one really high area where there's going to only be an inch or two of ice and then a really deep area on the other side. So after checking with the level and running the line, I realized I needed to scrape some more sand out.
Keep going up. Keep going. Wind. Okay. Keep going up. Okay.
So we're making a berm here with the sand, and later we're going to put a tarp down. It's going to go over the berm, and hopefully that'll hold the water in. If you don't have sand like we do, which you probably don't, you could use logs. And I've seen other people use 4-inch PVC pipe you get from Home Depot or Menards.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, okay. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Okay, okay, okay.
I picked up this tarp from Menards. It's 30 feet by 60 feet, and it was about $80. Now it's time to fill her up with water. With sub-zero temperatures, we had to be careful with the hose. I filled this up for several hours, and then I took the entire hose into our heated workshop so it wouldn't freeze up. And then the next day I repeated. So I added it over a couple different days so that it would be thinner and it would freeze. Put another layer on and allowed it to freeze, and so on. At 30 by 60 feet, this is a pretty large ice skating rink. And we need a place to put our skates on. We don't want people to put the skates on in the house and then walk through all the sand and dirt. So we're making a little bench here out of some logs.
Or not the way I said.
Perfect. Why did you knock that other one down? I don't have a set plan for this. I'm just kind of seeing how it goes. So we have the log here. I'm trying to move it with the plow truck so I can get it centered how I want it. And I'm going to try to chainsaw it into a usable seat. So in about 8 seconds here, I'm going to do something that really makes Jen mad. I honestly didn't see that tree. Should have cleaned my window off a little bit better and paid closer attention. Oh well, now at least we have a nicer, clear view from our house to the goat pen. I attempted to lift the log seat with the plow, but it only lifted it a few inches, so instead I used this post sitting on top of a brick, get some leverage. I think that's how the Egyptians built the pyramids, right? Alright, the bench is all completed, up off the ground, it's at a good height. Now we're just going to fill it up with a little bit more water and then finish it up. So here is the completed project. Enjoy. So here we have the Christmas lights installed, the seats finished, the ice is frozen, and it's time to go skating.
Ice skating is really fun, but it takes lots of practice to not fall on your butt. Like that.